This was a special project for me. This was my last project I had in the field before I changed roles within the company. So it's always going to carry a weight of significance for me, just with the level of craftsmanship that we achieved, the teamwork that it took to pull this project off, the scale, the details. There's so much grandeur in this house that it's really a special project. And then you couple that with being my last project in the field, it's going to carry a weight with me through my career. My name is Kyle Clark, and I am the superintendent on the Modern Château. Going back and looking at the quality, the biggest thing is going to be the staircase. That was a lot of challenge and difficulty that went into that. Everything all the way from the framing portion of it all the way through what the finished level ended up being. So the details that went into that, a lot of people don't recognize how much work went into those and how many challenges we had to overcome to achieve that. As I'm walking through the project, there's little things that I look back on and I say, I remember having to adjust this to make it really feel right. And so one of the things is, the outlets that we have on the walls. When we put the baseboard in, they weren't lining up perfectly with where some of the moldings were. And so we had to adjust all the outlets that were in the baseboard to get them to center perfectly on that. People will not notice that, but it brings back a memory of, okay, we need to make sure this is accurate and it's correct to make this feel like it needs to be for this level of home. There's always two portions of the project whenever I'm the superintendent on a project. Is the biggest one is going to be whenever we remove the cardboard, we really start cleaning up the project. I've been in the home for 6-9 months, and so I'm walking past these items on a daily basis. But until we start pulling the window film off the window and you really get the light coming into the home, you pull the cardboard off the floor, when you really see everything come together, it's that big reveal moment and you go, wow, this is really coming together. And then the other portion that I had is, I brought my family through here when the project was actually getting close to completion. And when I'm in the project every day, there's things that I walk past on a daily basis, and I kind of take them for granted because I've seen them so many times. But when you have a fresh set of eyes that looks at something and they're just blown away by what you've been able to accomplish. And so seeing that in my family's eyes and going, wow, my dad built this or my husband built this, that's truly a special moment.